Right then, so I think this is all working. Oh, hello, fuck, no, that's bright. Oh, shit, oh, that went wrong. That went wrong very quickly. Wow, wowee, hang on. Plug that back in there. Yep, oh, fuck it, I just yanked all the headphone wires out. And that in there we go, I have sound again. Good evening, good afternoon, and good night. How are we doing? Welcome to another evening, if you like, of Train Simulator. How are we doing there in chat? Are we doing okay? It's got some of the early birds turning up. Apologies not being on for the last couple of days. I was going to do some Long Dark, then some other stuff got in the way. I've been playing a little bit of Warhammer with Echo. Chew, motherfucking chew. Thank you very much to Fafry there. Welcome. Jive Crayfish getting his train sim fix. We know he needs his train sim fix. You and Unit Gamma there both need your train fix. Welcome indeed. Okay. So, how are we all doing? I hope you've all had a good evening. We're going to be kicking things off today with some late night trains on a plethora of lines. I've managed to grab a new set of lines here, or a few of them in fact, and we're going to get to know them sort of more intermittently. So, the previous lines that I had installed, I had CSX Heavy Haul. CSX Heavy Haul brings to life the experience of operating powerful and heavy freight trains on one of America's most stunning and famous railroads, the Sand Patch Grade. That's the one that you get with the base game, CSX Heavy Haul. I also had the Great Western Express. Great Western Express brings to life the experience of driving high-speed commuter trains, and I want to take control of iconic Great Western Railway high-speed trains and command it at a 125 mile an hour along the Great Western Main Line out of London's Paddington Main Line station. Lots of emphasis on main line and high speed there. That's how you got to sell things. Hello to people in chat. In terms of additions, obviously, I've had the Somerset Railway for some time. Obviously, I won't read the blurb for that. Very sort of slow. Preservation Railway, that one. I do, however, have a few new lines, and I'll leave it up to you guys which ones we do today. I've got the New York line, or the Northeast Corridor. Northeast Corridor New York brings to life the experiences and challenges of passenger and freight railroading on America's busiest railroad. Climb aboard the state-of-the-art Amtrak ACS-64 electric and versatile CSX electromotive GP38-2 diesel to transport passengers and freight respectively in and around the bustling New York City. I've also got this one, Rapid Transit. Rapid Transit brings to life a lot of bringing to life. With they've got the same fucking brings to life, fucking Jesus. Insert topical gag here. Rapid Transit brings to life the experience of driving mass transit commuter trains on one of Germany's most popular S-Bahn railways. Take control of the sleek DBBR 1442 Talent 2. Well, I have no talent, so I don't know whether we'll be driving that train. And transport passengers along the S-Bahn S2 line through historic and picturesque city of Leipzig. For the sake of reference, I have also got this one as well, the Ruhr-Sieg Nord railway as well, which is an older railway line. I believe I had another one as well. I don't know whether it's this one. I think that is it. I think that's all of them. But what test depth is it rated to? God only knows. So, chat, I'm going to put it for you today. Which railway line would you like me to play? We've got 6 of them here. We've got 2 in Germany, so the Ruhr-Sieg Nord. Almost definitely pronouncing that wrong. We've got Rapid Transit. We've got 2 in the UK, in the form of the West Somerset and Great Western Railway line. And we've also got 2 in America, the Northeast Corridor, New York, and CSX Heavy Haul in the Sand Patch Grade. What do we want to do? Where do we want to go today? Do we want to do freight, transit? What world are we going to? Where in the world are we going to? Can you get Jeremy Corbyn to come on your train and complain? Nope, that's Virgin Trains only. Don't have that on here yet. 1 for CSX Heavy Haul. Rapid Transit, no way it can go wrong. Couple for Rapid Transit, New York. The longest and the slowest, that'll be the Sand Patch Grade. NCR will count that in for CSX Heavy Haul. Go past my house. There's plenty of cardboard boxes on all of the routes there, Ginger Panther. Rapid Transit, Germany. Quite a few for Rapid Transit coming through there. Should we do Rapid Transit then? Rapid Transit. CSX, 1 for CSX, another 1 for Germany. You Germans do love your railway lines, don't you? You've got the Sieg-Ruhr line there from the pier. Go through his house. Have you seen SWAT Night tonight? He is dressed as a furry. I have not seen SWAT Night, and I would think of him less if I saw him as a furry. Keep that to yourself. I'll have to look at it later. Beautiful. Yes, let's see. What do we want to do? How you doing, Calais? You right, mate? Okay, for the most part, we're going to do some rapid transit then. So let's take a look at rapid transit. So, services, what have we got on the rapid transit line? The Talent S2, or the Talent 2, sorry. You can see it here. Very, very weird. I don't believe it's... no, it's an EMU, an electric multiple unit. I think it's a 3-carriage. It's quite nice, sort of in-between commuter run. It's obviously quite late today, and we're going to be playing it. What is the weather? Somebody tell me, what's the weather in Germany right now? What's the weather? Obviously, it's autumn, but is it cloudy? Is it misty? Is there drizzle? What is it? Have we got rain? Do we have rain in Germany at the moment? Mist, cloudy? What is it? Somebody tell me. Is the overlay not working? Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. The subs are not popping up. You are absolutely right. Let me just hit you with a bit of that cube thonk there and go and set that up. Apologies. Let's change over to the Star Citizen capture window and steal his. Talk amongst yourselves. Duplicate. There we go. We should now have alerts, and that's all a theory. There we go. Should have alerts now. Thank you very much. Okay, what do we think? Does anybody have any idea what the weather is in Germany right now? A true Q stream, exactly. I'm going to assume that in Germany right now, it's raining. So we got rain. So let's change over to autumn drizzle. We got some rain on the line. All is good. So autumn rain. We're going to be running a probably as close to accurate schedule as we can. So we're going to find one for about, I think is it 9:30 over there? It's about 9:30 in Germany. I've got one for, yeah, 9:25 in Germany. Leipzig, is it Konowitz? I don't know. To Magdeburg. Absolute tourist. Right, so we're going to load up this stock. The 2125, I think heading south, I believe. Sunny and 39 degrees. Beautiful. So let's get it all loaded up and ready to go here. Just going to wait for things to get all set up and ready. And we're going to run this part of the route. Oh, that looks very nice, doesn't it? That's from Rapid Transit. Interesting. Yeah. That's the one we're playing. And there are the subs again. Thank you very much to Gears Machine for your Twitch Prime sub. Thank you very much. Also, thank you to Luna Flora for 10 months. Thank you to, is it Foofastic there? For 8 months, Karoo 6 IV, is that 14 months? Jesus Christ, and Fafri for 14 months as well. Okay, so we've got to get the train set up here. We're going to set the reverser to forward, like so. I want to set up the headlights. So we got marker lights. We want to go high beam headlights. Do I have wipers? I'm sure I do. That's the reverser. Master switch is on. Do I have windscreen wipers? I'm sure I do. Passenger opened closed doors right. There's got to be windscreen wipers in here somewhere. Oh, anybody for windscreen wipers? Anybody know where the windscreen wipers are on this one? God knows I don't. That's passenger doors. All of that. Going to be one of these, is it? Instrument lights dimmer, cabin lights? No. Anyone for lights? Do I have to open? Let's open the doors. We're on the right-hand line here. Let's open the right-hand door. It's horrible weather. We're going to keep that door closed. We've got a very, very short amount of time to find the thingy. That's the sander. That's the tempo mat. No idea what that is. Pantograph circuit. Height control. PZB knowledge. All of that shit. God knows. Still no closer to finding windscreen wipers. Windscreen wipers. Yes. Let's go setting 3. There we go. We've got windscreen wipers. Beautiful. I think we're cleared to go ahead. We've got to wait until 26:30, so we're departing now. Lock the doors on the right. Jesus, we found that at the right time. Oh, we're leaving pretty much on time. Let's get out of here. Setting... Oh, we got to release the... oh, no, that's the emergency brake. Just wildly fling it backwards and forwards there. Just got to release the brake pressure. Pretty sure I'm doing it right. Any movements? Brake pressure has equalised. There we go. Okay, a little bit late pulling out of the station there, but it's all good. It's very dark. Let's get the dimmer for the lights. 22%. Pulling away from the station there. Little bit wet. I've got the high beams on, believe it or not. Got a green light on the right. How to remember it. Red light on the other line. We're on this inside line here, not that we can see. I think we're cleared ahead here. Are we cleared ahead? He says. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there are 2 outer rails there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not for us. I'm pretty sure there are 2 outers. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're going this way. I can't see anything. It's dark as all hell. Right, well, let's just accelerate and assume that we're in the clear. Yeah, that's for a secondary line. Right then, so rapid transit. I'm going to bring us up to 80% power on the master switch there. Speed limit at the moment appears to be 90 miles an hour, 70 miles an hour, 75 miles an hour. Is there no light on this train? Believe it or not, that's as bright as they go. That's the wiper. I forget where the light switch was. That's the reverser. Oh, motion blur. Very nice. Where is the pissing light? I've lost the light already. That's the cabin dimmer. Light switch. I know there was a light. I think it's here, isn't it? That's high beam. That's dimmed beam. That's high beam. They don't stretch very far. Here we go. We're on this portion of the high-speed line. Oh, God, I need to slow down. $50 miles an hour. Okay, so I've got a forwards and backwards brake. An indirect brake. Right-hand line. Next one's a red. And I'm stopping like right up here. Okay, here we are. I didn't realise there was a station so fucking close. Holy shit. Sorry, this is a little bit of a sensory overload for me. I can't hear very much, but I promise there's quite a lot happening behind Joe's eyes here. Slow us right the way down. Going to overshoot just a little bit there. In fact, no, that's pretty good. Max brake. Right hand doors. Open right. There we are. Beautiful. Right, let's take a little bit of brake pressure off there. Let's put it down to like 10% brake. Loading passengers. All is good. A little bit of snow apparently. Autumn drizzle. A little bit of snow as well. God, why can games not do rain right? Look at that. Actually boiling my graphics card. Small hint, you might actually want to turn the high beams off there, Q. Absolutely not. If I can't see the beams, they can't see the beams. I suppose I should turn them down to at least dim. Then I ain't going to be able to see shit. Let's go for a dimmed beam. There we go. Let's not scorch people as we pull into the next area here. 2/3 of the way done. You can see all the people that were getting off because of the extreme braking. That visibility, though, you cannot even see who you are running over. Is that right? Is that liquid mercury? It could well possibly be. Looks like we're running on yellows up ahead. I see a yellow signal down there, way in the distance. Ready to lock right door. Gonna make up quite a bit of time. Not stop it. We're stopping at Leipzig next. Let's give it 40% on the power, just to pull away. There we go. We've overcome the friction of the engine. Let's take it up to 60%. There we are. Let's kick it back up to high beam. There we go. Now that there's something for the light to reflect off, it's kind of doing its job. Quite a bit of snow. It's actually like sleet, isn't it, that's falling. This train accelerates very quickly. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that fucking bar climb. Okay, so we're running on a yellow light here. I'm going to take her up to 40 miles an hour and then coast. There we go. Just going to coast on that. Next platform, just down there. Looks like we've got a small underground bit, it looks like. And coming up. Let's get a little bit of brake on, 10% braking. Got a 1 in 40 gradient coming down the hill here. Let's go 20% brake. As we pull in here. Yeah, we've got a small subterranean bit. Let's go 42% on the brake here. As we pull down. Quite a steep gradient, that. Red light. I'll make sure we stop in good time then. Let's go 60% on the brake. And then 70. And then 80. Near as damn it. Right, open the left-hand door. Should be able to peer out. Yep, there we are. Absolutely soaked. All good, though. Loading passengers. Well, we're unloading passengers, that's for damn sure. It's always so quiet, this game. Let me see if I can just turn it up just a little bit for yourselves there. There we go. I'm on minus 2.5 decibels, so the game doesn't overpower my microphone. But I think we're in no danger of that, so you should be able to hear exactly what I'm hearing now. Fingers crossed, which isn't much. We're also inside, we no longer need the windscreen wipers. We can turn those off. There we are. Pretty sure that was off. So we've got a yellow light up ahead. Does that mean go? Does a white and a yellow mean go? Well, it isn't red. It's the Leipzig station. Oh, hello. There's a traffic jam halfway down the stairs. Let's release a little bit of the brake there. Take us up to 10% brake. We're on the flat here, nearly loading all the passengers. Going to get ready to close that. Door is closed. Wonderful. All good. Making good time. I hear the windscreen wiper. And he hears you too. Open that door, look. Nothing going on there. Lock the doors. Lock left. We're going to pull away. Okay, doors are closed. 20% to overcome the friction of the train. There we go. We've got some movement. Bring it up to 40% power. Accelerates very quickly, this, all things considered. Beautiful. Then up to 60%. Beautiful. Coming into the tunnel here. Didn't change the high beams either. Don't care. Nah, it's alright. Got the high beams as we'll probably change them to the dimmed as we come through the tunnel here. Doesn't make any fucking difference. I believe this is what the Millennium Falcon saw when it went into warp speed. Just slowing down a little bit. Going to coast at 35 miles an hour. That will go up to 40. And then we'll put the brake on. 20% braking. Yeah, we're suddenly playing World of Subways. Beautiful. Go 40% brake. And let's go 75. I've overshot quite a bit. I'm going to go 90% brake. Way too far. Jeez, I don't expect it to stop a lot sooner than it does. Or like, it doesn't feel like I'm going as fast as I am. Sorry there, folks. Yep, you've got a long old walk back down here. Never mind. Rear carriage, going to be quite busy. Let's have a look here. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at all these people. They don't even know how to get on now. There we go. Look. You're never going to make it at that speed. Star Wars are the best space films ever. That's right. You've got a couple... you have a couple different signalling systems there. Basic logic, though. Right is expected... Oh, sorry. Yellow is expected red, yes. You guys want to hurry up on. There we go. Looks like some of them are waiting for the next train. The Germans don't like a driver that overshoots the platform this much, so it looks like I've lost quite a lot of business here for S-Bahn Mitteldeutschland. I'm like a natural speaker already. Perfect. Okie dokie. Let's get ready to close the left-hand doors here. Got to remember to brake more harshly. Right, and with that, let's get 40% power on. Just waiting for the brake pressure to release. There we go. Beautiful. Took a little while to get ahead there, but it's all good. Pulling away to the next station. Going to go up to 60% power, near as damn it. Yeah, pulling away there. Oh, look at that. Red signal, just as we pulled past there. Beautiful. Very, very short stops between stations while we're in this sort of subway part. Right, learn your mistake from last time. Begin slowing down now. 20% brake as we approach. Doesn't seem to be making any difference. Let's go to 40%. Let's go 50% on the brake. Probably too much. Let's take a little bit off. 20%. Just as we coast in here. Not too bad. Right, 30%. No. God, we are sort of creeping in here. It's all good. It's not a race. It's not a race. Said no one ever. It's definitely a race. Oh, there we go. That one was slightly more textbook than the other ones. Look at that. Near as damn it. Right, open the left-hand door. Nearly opened the right-hand door then. That could have gone badly. Loading passengers. There we go. They like me a bit better now. They should get on. Beautiful. Very nice. Fucking underground, this. All things considered. We've got a long old journey ahead of us as well. Beautiful. Training for the new job. At Long Live Quebec, believe me, the Germans going to get on every train that comes to their station. It ain't that many. Well, Deep in You says, beautiful name by the way, well, I'm off to check out the Divinity VODs Sunday. I missed that totally, I'm going to have to scroll up. Thank you very much, sir. Do enjoy the VOD. How long has it been on? Did I actually miss some of Train Sim? No, David, we've only been on for 21 minutes now, including stream intro, so you're absolutely fine. Let's release a little bit of that train brake there. 14%, just balance a little bit of the brake pressure, should be all good. We got all the batteries and shit there, all the fuse boards that I don't have any clue what's going on. Right, ready to close the left-hand door. Beautiful. 5% on the brake, and power. Going 45% as we pull away there, overcome the initial friction of the train. Take us up to 60% power as we pull out of the platform here. Beautiful. Next stop is in 600 yards. Come up to 75% power. Really not much point in going much faster than 30-40 mile an hour. In fact, it's going to start slowing down now. 23% on the brake there. As we come through, it's black as night in the tunnel. They've done the lighting very well. I'll give them the lighting. Old Dovetail Games. They've done alright for the lighting. Not too bad. Very nice. I'm literally, I wasn't expecting an underground portion. It's a very sort of world of subways. I'm quite enjoying it. Very, very slow pull into the station here. Get it up to 50% on the brake. Come into a stop there. Stand behind the yellow line, please. Jesus, you maniacs. Open the left-hand door. There we go. Doors should be opening. There they are. Not too bad so far. Not too bad. ZF's greatest hits could be. Right then. Why does Q like trains so much? Well, I can't explain it. It's actually, I don't know. It's quite a... In the same way that Cyanide plays... Is it DCS or Microsoft Flight Sim? Incidentally, this and Flight Sim made by the same people. Who knew? Who knew? But yeah, fucking... I don't know, this is my sort of unwindy game. I do really like it. If I move the mic in a little bit closer as well, you might be able to hear me a bit better. Again, there's no way I can turn up the game any more than this. I'm going to have to find some artificial way to tweak the volume. Mind the fucking gap, indeed. Okay. Let's see how we're getting on here. So, we're going to wait for that to expire there. We're going to go and close the left-hand doors. Cube ASMR, you got it? Right, close the left-hand doors. Got it. We've been given a green signal. There we go. 40% power to overcome the initial friction. Then take it up to 60% to pull away. There we go. Beautiful. Pulling out of the platform here. Accelerating's not a problem. Decelerating, still need to work on. Right then. So next stop is in 1.5 miles here. We're going to kick it up to the full beam.
Yeah.
Not that it makes much of a difference. Thank you very much there to Hurtles for the 9 months in a row. Thank you very much, man. Welcome, welcome. Here we go. We got some mate. Look at the gradient on that. Good grief. Right, so we're going through this sort of a lower subway here. All of the buffer to buffered platforms seem to have gone. We've got a speed limit of what looks to be about 40 mile an hour, 50 mile an hour here. Bringing it up to 75% speed. We're getting sped up to 62 mile an hour very soon. Ooh. Is that on my line? No, I've been cleared. 60% power. I've been cleared on the right hand line here. Let's get it up to 75% power. Difficult to tell which my line is. When it flashes green like that, I know I've been given the all clear. Make sure I don't go over the speed limit. Very large interchange here, very large junction. Need to make sure I don't speed. Need to turn the wipers back on. Let's go setting 3. 62 mile an hour on this bit. Not long till the next stop. There we go. Get it up to 70% power. We're going to be pulling into the next station very soon. Slight uphill gradient, nothing too major. And we're back on the outside on this sort of sleety, snowy autumn day. Pulling into the next station here. Going to start slowing down now. That's the indirect brake. I don't know whether I should be using that instead of the brake that I'm using, but I don't think I should be. Let's slow it down to a 42. Let's go 60% on this brake. We've got a left-hand platform. Slowing down a little bit too much. Let's take a little bit of the brake pressure off. Quite a short platform this from the look of it. Want to make sure I don't overshoot. There we are, just pulling in. Looks slower than it is. Let's put it that way. In fact, no, 15 mile an hour, pretty fucking slow. Stopping in these conditions a little bit more tricky than I'd like. Not bad at all. That's pretty much spot on, actually. Unlock left. Beautiful. Not too bad at all there. Again, just scorching the eyes of many people. Let's turn it down to the dim lights. Beautiful. Can never handle light or rain these games. Blinking green is a speed change for your information. Good to know. Da -da -da -da. Oh. We've got a voice. Someone said something in German. Beautiful. Okay, looks like we're on a fairly high-speed section of line now. We're out of the subway, at least. We're just on 5% brake here, just to hold the train at a stop. Nearly all loaded up. Okay. Turn on the Christmas lights. I don't think this train has a Christmas light. I could just wake everybody up. Hang on. There we go. Fucking, there it's a bit of spilt coffee there. Right, let's close the left-hand doors. Let's get ready to pull away. 2.3 miles to the next destination. Doors are closed. Let's go 60% power, pull away. Beautiful. Was it Get Zaluga? I have no idea. Probably. Pulling away from the platform here, we're going to kick it back up to the high beams. Beautiful. Jeez, are like 500 clowns going to get out of your train? I don't know. It's very possibly. Hang on, there's a sad clown in here as well. Hang on. There he is. There we go. There's a big clown, fat clown. That's who's living in there. Right, we're going to take it up to 80% power here. Pull up to the 99 mile an hour line. Beautiful, taking it at reasonably high speed there. Going to come up to max power. In conditions that would probably warrant a slightly slower speed. I'm going to hope that none of these red lights are for my line. I don't think they are. We'll find out. I'm pretty sure that isn't for my line. Yep, those are on the other lines. God, it's so hard to tell without any light. There we go. Now we're getting to the high-speed part of this line. Rapid transit. There we go. We're running on greens. Don't want to speed, though. Coming up to our next platform soon. We've got banking track. Look at that. Sort of leans with the train as we go. Looks like we've got 75 mile an hour here. Coming up to a 99 mile an hour section, but that's not for a little while yet. Lovely. Going to hold the speed at about 73 mile an hour here, give or take. Beautiful. Coming to the fast bit. We're going to kick it down to coast. And we're going to coast into the next station. Oh, we just haul along this fucking train. Right, we're going to start our deceleration here. Kicking it to 20% brake. Seems to be the faster you go in, the better you stop. Maybe I should be using the other brake, not the flywheel brake. Does this stop the train a bit faster? No, I feel like this still stops the train faster. Sorry, yeah, the slower you're going, the worse this brake is, I feel. Let's take a little bit off. Put a little bit back on. A little bit more. A little bit more. 55. As we pull in here. Probably a little bit short of where I want to be. Oh god, it's way up there. Let's just give it a quick boot of power. Just get us up towards the end of the platform. I didn't think this platform was so long. Good grief. Look at this. What freight trains what trains are pulling in here? None like mine. There we are. Let's slow it down again. Lovely. You always get a distance signal before the main signal, which is marked. There we go. Sort of pulling in as near as damn it there. Train comes to a stop. 46 we're meant to arrive, so we're already 2 minutes late. Unlock the left. So we're 2.5 minutes late. Okay, well we've got to make up that time then. Definitely got to do some late braking. I feel like, is this the one I should be using? Oh, maybe not the emergency brake, but I feel like that's the brake I should be using, if anything else. I think that's right. I also don't know what the tempomat is. Maybe I'm supposed to be setting that when I move, who knows? Pretty sure that sets a top speed that I can't go over. Yes, indirect brake is fine. Is indirect brake essentially the train brake? Or should I be using the reverse brake like this? Or the reverse brake? I'm sure it's got another name. Cruise control. Is one friction braking and the other magnetic braking? I have no idea. About as much as I can tell you, this one says B, or brake when I move it backwards. It says throttle and brake. And this one says indirect. Who knows what the difference is? At this moment in time, anyway. Still scorching eyeballs. All good. Close the left-hand door. Gonna wait for the door to open here. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. There we are. So we've got to make up some time here. So we're going to come up to 80% on the throttle. Well, as near as damn it. Try and pull out of this station at reasonably high speed. There, we've got quite the delay we need to make up. 3 miles to the next station. Going to bring it up to 90% power. Throttle us nearly all the way forward. No wheel slip as of the moment. It's nice how the snow has gradually gotten thicker. Oh, there's another train. Oh, bloody hell, and there goes my frame rate. Ah, there we go. That must be an express or something. Is that, well, not an express, but that one's got loads of trains all stitched together. Bloody hell, we're going fast now. But it accelerates really fucking quickly, this train. Good grief. Oh, there we go. There's a fast bit. Right, we're coming up to max speed. Jesus, they don't fuck around, these Germans. Look how fast we got up to speed there. Good God. Shouldn't need to take my foot off the throttle here. We should be well over this marker before we're considered speeding. There we go. Pretty sure 80 mile an hour is the top of this locomotive. Don't think it goes any faster than that. Wonder, is it limited? No, it is not limited. Can only assume this train does do 124. I don't know what the max of this train is. Well, we're finding out. Jesus Christ, they do not fuck around, these trains. Jordas goes 100 mile an hour. Well, ain't that interesting? Can't seem to set this thing. I'm going to assume... Oh, rapid transit. There we go. Reaching the 100 mile an hour mark. We're going to start slowing down now. Probably slowing down way too early here, but this, as I say, the slower it gets, the less likely the speed is to drop off. There we go. Well, I slowed down in good time. Probably too good time. I have slowed down in time. Again, just probably too good. Just coast into the station here at 30 odd miles an hour. Very, very nice. It's not all about just slam-footed braking, I guess. I'm being too tentative. The train, when it's going really slow like this, it takes quite a while to stop. Whereas when it's going fastward, it decelerates like an absolute fucking anvil. Look at this. I'm on fucking 80% brake and it's like ticking away. Barely. Look at that. Open right. Well, all the doors are where they need to be. Overshot it a little bit in terms of my side, but not too bad. Loading passengers here. Did I make up any time? Not sure what time I was meant to be here. Lovely stuff. Just considering this game would be for me. I don't know. It's one of those ones. I find I enjoy it more when I stream, if you like. It's not a game I'd play sort of. Well, that's a lie. Actually, I do play it on my own. I'm an absolute sado. But no, I do prefer streaming. It gives us something to talk about, something to do in between. 21:51. So I'm still about 2.5 minutes behind, give or take. Got to learn to get on the timetable. Got to learn to make up the time. Think I'm stopping too early for stations. I've got to really learn to control the brake. Right, let's not apply the emergency brake. Got to wait for the brake pressure to equalise that. Get ready to lock the right-hand doors. There we are. Brake pressure's almost equalised. Beautiful. There we go. Last of the brake pressure was released, bringing us up to 70% power. There we go. Pulling away. I wonder if that other line's the slow line, or the equivalent of. Or maybe just because it's a quiet night. There's not much going on here. So we're due in at 56. 2-point-something miles. Let's get max power on. A 100-mile-an-hour speed limit. We've got a long way to go and not much time to make it up. In fact, we've got exactly 1 minute to make it 3 miles. So let's see. Well, we're not going to make it 1 minute in 3 miles. Or 3 miles in 1 minute. As much as I'd like to, it's just not the case. So I'm just going to see how quickly we can get there. Already 10 seconds in. Looks like it's going to take us a wee while. Looks like I'm going for some late braking. You're probably using the energy recovery brake. The amperage drain does negative when you use it. In that case, it makes sense that it works better at higher speeds, okay? Good to know. So, what does the energy recovery brake do? What's the difference? Because I have no idea. There we go, and we should be arriving now, but instead we're 1.8 miles away. Recovers energy. I guessed that. Does it really need to recover energy? I suppose if it saves on energy, why not? Let's try pulling into this next station with the just the normal brake. Let's get off the power. Oh yeah, look at that. Jesus Christ, that drops like a lead balloon. Jesus. If I put that on hold, I can stop. Okay, I can stop relatively quickly then if I want to. Beautiful. Now let's put it on hold as we pull in here. Or rather 10%. Apply 10% to the brake. Let's go up to 50%. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is how you stop the train. Okay, I feel like I've been using the wrong brake. That I probably have. Yeah, this stops way more reliably. Probably a little bit too reliably, as I'm now finding out. We get the whole arse end of the bloody train on the platform here. There we are. 10% brake. Yeah, that stops way better. In fact, too good. I'd underestimated, underestimated the brake power. Not too bad. Let's open the right-hand door. Okay, well that means we can just brake really late with this train. Let's turn it down to dimmed beam. There we go. Again, we don't want to scorch the people's eyes. It basically turns your motors into generators and regulates how much energy you pull out of them. That's how much braking power you apply. But it's crap at low speeds. Interesting. Okay. Good to know. I'm not sure what I will do with the information, but I'm glad to know it. Fantastic. Interesting. Does this game use somewhat real world like ETS, or is it fictional? This is the real deal. There is an S-Bahn railway, an S2. This is a Talent 2. They do exist. I am on a real railway line, although I think a very short part of it. I don't think it's the whole route. But again, we'll find out. Okay, ready to close the right-hand door here. And we release the brake, and let's get out of here. Take us up to 75% power. Probably too much power to put on straight away. But again, we've got to make up time. Let's see, we're due in exactly 1 minute into a station 3 miles away. Let's give it max power then. We've got to pull out of here at quite the speed. Let's kick it up to full brightness on the lights there. Again, doesn't make much of a difference, but I'll take it. Okay, so we can brake much later than we normally do. This is what I've learnt. Beautiful. Right then. I wonder if they'll come to Dresden. I live there. Might come up to the train to meet you. Beautiful. I'll see you then. Top talent I just got the achievement for. What was that for? Operate 442 kilometres in the BR442. I see. I see what they're getting at. Right then, so we're due in 8 seconds. Somehow, I don't think we're going to arrive on time. Again, we've got quite a lot of time to make up here. Only drawing 300 amps. That's crazy low, considering how fast we're going. Mind you, it's not a big train, is it? Nice thing is, we're not going to hit any red lights because we're behind schedule. And there you go, there's always a silver lining. But I'll tell me boss when he's roasting me after this service. Hello, Ebido. Welcome, welcome. Coming on the downhill bit. These babies don't off shift. Really do fly. You wouldn't want to get hit by this. I'm telling you now. Bad. Again, I can brake quite late. They accelerate quickly. I suppose people better be ready for them to decelerate quickly. 102 mile an hour. Look at that. Back off the power. Let's start braking. To a 45% brake. Oh my god, yes. My god, yeah, you can slow down in no time at all. Still, again, probably slowing down too fast here. Yeah, I am. Look at that. Jesus Christ, these trains are insane. Look at this. Look how fast I slowed down there. That's absurd. I don't have to brake until super late. Wowee. I'm actually thoroughly impressed. That is so late. I'm used to driving the big American freight trains that you need 13 days to stop them. Overshot a little bit as well. I am not in tune with this locomotive at all. So what did we do? We arrived 2 minutes late, so we made up a little bit of the delay. From 2 minutes 30 down to 2 minutes. Late braking is the way, it would appear. Beautiful. Max speed is 99 miles an hour, 160 kph if I trust Wikipedia. I would trust it in this instance. Only people that know what they're talking about are writing on the S-Bahn Talent 2 locomotives, I think. DMUs. Am I trying to break everyone's necks? The train is trying to break everyone's necks. There's people in the back who are all over the place now due to the G-forces. I feel that if the train accelerates that quickly, you're going to be prepared for it to stop this quickly. Look, because this thing, if I just max speed it, and look at it, it's even a little warning sign saying how fast the trains pass through here. Suck you right off the track. Or right off the platform, not off the track. Beautiful. Right then, close the right hand door. To release the brake. And let us accelerate out. So if I just hit it on max power straight away, I don't think... I mean, look at the speed that this gets up to. Like, instantly. 20 miles an hour already. That's a ridiculous speed for a train to get up to speed. We're not even at the end of the platform. 35 miles an hour. This is an obscene locomotive. Is this actually how fast they run? Because that's incredible. Yeah, even an emergency brake isn't actually that bad in the T2. Ah, well. Speaking from experience. Did you try it out? Did you pull the old chain? Right, well, off we go. Sounds like an air raid siren. It does kind of, doesn't it? It gets up to speed at an absolutely evil pace. Look at that. Look at it go. Again, I don't think I'm going to be on time here. Don't think it likely. Look at the speed of it. But it doesn't half go. God, it's fucking, the windows are actually going to destroy my graphics card. Hello, Verict. How you doing, man? Yes, they speed up like crazy, but it's fucking smooth as hell. You don't even feel it. Well, fantastic. As I said earlier, you've actually driven one of these. You've driven a Talent 2. Oh, very interesting. What was it like? I imagine, is it true? Do you need twice as much talent as the first one to drive this train? Open drinks are not allowed for that reason, yeah. And hello, Belef. Welcome, welcome. Have the pleasure of my company this evening. A little bit of a banked track there. This says up to 180 kilometers an hour as the top speed, potentially. So we shall see. Doesn't seem to be giving me much power past 102 miles an hour, 103. Seems to be sort of topped out, tippy topped out. God, it absolutely screams along. Unbelievable. You can see the pantograph there, wiggling as we go by. We're going to do some late braking. Very late braking. I know I keep saying that, but I'm always worried I'll brake too late. Here we go. Going to start taking the power off now. We're going to put it on hold. And then we are going to start applying the brake now. We're going to start at 30%. Drop it from there. Go up to 40%. Go up to 50%. 60%. Look at it just rot the speed off. 70%. Go up to 80%. That is obscene if we stop before the end of the platform. That is vulgar. Oh my goodness gracious me. It's just blown my mind, that has. And on a dime as well, if I might add. Unlock the right. Goodness gracious. That's ridiculous. Oh man, that's retarded. Sorry, I shouldn't say, no, I can't say that word. It's 2018. Soon to be 2019 as well. Next year I will be shot for using words such as that. So, that's ridiculous. Is there a slipping mechanic in this game? I believe to be. I believe to be so. Or I believe it is so. That's insane. You don't underestimate a good German Elvish word. Hello, Cat. How you doing? Crashing trains again, are we? No, there is no crashing here yet. The night is still young, or not in the case of the game, or here actually. In neither cases is the night young. But what can you do? Okay, not too bad. Not too bad. There is fuck all to see out these windows, let me tell you that. 160 kilometers an hour looks to be the top speed. I'm going to lock the right. Release the brake. Brake is released. Going to give it some beans. There we go. We're going to bring it up to max power. Pulling away. We're going to hit the high beams. There you go. Can't see them through the fucking frost and sludge. Beautiful. I'm doing pretty good, Dragon Gamer. Welcome, welcome. Right then. 3.8 miles to the next station. We are due to arrive in... Well, we may even have made up a little bit of time there with our late braking. Let's see if we can make up the time. We're due in 2 minutes. Well, unless... Yeah, oh look, we've got speed restrictions coming up. 50 miles an hour. So we've got some late braking into the speed restrictions. Interesting. I wonder if it's a bit more residential down there. Let's see if we can make up the time. So 2 miles until we reach a 50 mile an hour speed limit. Right then. 2 minutes till we're due in. Pretty much ragging it through here. Again, we want late braking if we can possibly affront to it. Due in very soon. About 1 kilometre. Let's take the power off. Again, we'll do late braking here. We'll put the brake on hold. I suppose all this is time that we could be accelerating. We're due in 1 minute. Somehow I don't think we're going to cover we're going to cover that time in 1 minute. Okay, here we are on approach. Going to get 10% brake. Bring us down to 50 miles an hour as we come over this patch here. Going to give us 20% brake. 40%. Looks like 40% is going to do it. Release the brake. Give ourselves a little bit of power to play with. There we go. Oh, just for the junction. Then we're back on a 99 mile an hour stretch of line. Little bit of speeding. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's fine. No one even noticed, I'm sure. Max power then. Back up to speed we go. We've been changed off the outer line to one of the inner lines here. Probably for the sake of platform availability, I would wager. We're also drawing no amps. There we go, interesting. Looks like I stalled it out there. Oh, hello. Are we running on yellows? Well, that better not be for me. Am I running on yellows? Can't tell if I'm running on yellows. I guess we'll find out. We're pulling in. Not too late either. We have made a little bit of time back. 60 miles an hour as we pull into the platform here. I'm going to put it on hold. Now we're going to do some late braking. 16% on the brake. And then we're going to take it all the way up to 50% as we pull into the station here. Not too bad. Managed to scrape it back to about a minute's delay, give or take. Yeah, not the latest of braking I would have liked. Oh, we're going to make people come down our end of the platform, fuck it. Nowhere near where I should have stopped, but never mind, unlock right. It's a long ass platform. Why are the platforms so long? Like, who else is using this? Never mind, eh? Can you use both types of brakes at the same time, or are you limited by slip? I guess I'm limited by slip, I don't know. Never tried it. Track speed limits are relayed to the train's safety systems. Interesting. Normal trains. for more longer trains. To be fair, it is a very short train, isn't it? Let's release the brake here. Let's just get a little bit of the old dynamic brake there. I'm guessing it's a form of dynamic brake, that, or as people say, an energy conservation brake or whatever it is. All these people wandering on down here. People at the back of this queue better hurry up. I'm snapping these doors like a piranha trap. Oh, my friends, you have chosen the wrong carriages to get aboard. It's all over. It's all over now. See you later. See you later. It's your own fault, it's not me. Show some urgency, damn it. There you go. Max power. Pulling out of the station at tippy top speed. Beautiful. Again, just scorching people with the high beam there. It's all good. 37 miles an hour at this junction just ahead of me. Not great. I wonder, are we changing lines? Possibly. Possibly. Yes, looks to be that we are changing lines. 50 mile an hour on this next section. The slow bit. 50 miles an hour. Coming right up. Go for about 75 there. 75 mile an hour section coming up ahead. A little bit of a downhill gradient, going to be speeding us up a little bit. Let's use a little bit of that dynamic brake. Just 5% or so as we come under the underpass here. And then we're going uphill again, so we're going to get back on the power. Just about 30% or so, just as we come around this corner. Give it a little bit more juice as we come up to the 75 mile an hour mark. 1.2 miles to the next stop. Beautiful, 75 mile an hour, and we're running on yellows. Good to know. Right then, give it the juice. Get it to 60 mile an hour and then we'll coast. Just like so. Going to be slowing down here reasonably late. Not bad. These fuckers, they really do fly along. I suppose there's no harm in accelerating. I'm just going to be able to brake. There we go, just like that. Let's get it on a 10% brake. I can't get over how quickly these things stop. It's ridiculous. Get it on 14%. 500 yards. I just can't get over how quickly they stop. Look at it, already down to 40 mile an hour. We may even just coast in just like this. 200 mile an hour. 200 mile an hour, 200 yards. And we pretty much just coast into a stop. Look at it. This is about the speed I would expect a train to stop. 40% on the brake. Just over the green box. Not too bad at all there. Unlocking right. There we go, doors open. Not many people on this late 9 o'clock service. Again, the lighting just freaking out. All good there. Is there any European trains? I have only seen European trains. The next DLC is it the oh, what's the next DLC for this game? It's an American one. That's all I can remember. It's a busy commuter route. I hope that helps in identifying it. Is it the something island or something DLC? Oh, I can't remember. I wanted to say Rhode Island, but I don't think that's right. Boo-hoo, indeed. Right then. Ready to pull away here. We've been on the service for about an hour. And we are very much late. Get ready to pull away here. We'll release the brake. Put it on hold. Oh, lock the doors. Wasting precious seconds. There you go. Doors are closed. Max power. Yeah, you shouldn't just fucking ruin the power handle by pushing it all the way to the full position, but that's what we're doing. So yeah, that's how we're doing it. So we're going to Wolfen, Bitterfeld, wherever that is. It's where the bitter fell, obviously. So Yeah, what's our speed limit going up through here? Looking like 80 miles an hour, 75, something like that. Coming up to 87. Should probably, yeah, we won't get to the next mark before we have to slow down there. Much faster than the high-speed train that we have here in Britain, the Class 68 or whatever it is. I can't quite remember. It's an older high-speed train, but it's still in service. Still used a wee bit. Looks like I won't have any need to throttle off as we come through here. It looks like we should be okay. There may be a teensy bit of speeding, but nothing major. Is that for me? No, it looks like that's on the other line. I think I'm alright. All good so far. Jesus, okay. We're braking quite late for this one. We're braking very late for this one. I bet you it can stop, like, really comfortably as well. Yep, look at this. Look at this. Doesn't even care. I might as well just come flying into these stations at half the speed of sound. He says as he comes in flying at half the speed of sound. Just overshot. Jesus Christ. Unlock right. That'll do. That'll do. Which doors are opening? Yeah, you can get off there. It's alright. It's only a short walk back to the platform. Well, there we go. I have found when to brake too late, and that's doing 80 miles an hour, about 500 yards from when you're due to stop. I have learnt. We have learnt a thing together. I probably should have gone for the emergency brake, to be honest, but again, every day is a school day. Close enough, exactly. Oh, good. It's only a bush, exactly. Need a 4-point harness on this train. I'm sure I don't know what you mean. Look at this. Look at the lights freaking out as well. Goodness gracious me. Working as intended, I would imagine. Right, we are nearly ready to go here. Full speed and full brake is the only way to play. I'm inclined to agree there. They should add a Trans-Siberian route where you play for 2 weeks straight. I'd be up for that. Right, so we got. Ooh, I'm not paying attention. Lock the doors. Brake is released. All ready to go. Quick hiss of the brake. We pull away here at full whack. Beautiful. BEA, beautiful. Right, going to come up to 75 miles an hour here. Next stop is in 1.4 miles. Not every day is a school day. I have rights for the weekend. No, every day is a school day. Do you have 9 compoops, nincompoops, 9 compoops crossing the rails in front of you? On occasion, yes, but I think that's just down to bad AI more than anything else. Right. Ready on the brake again. Beautiful. Right, we're going to take the power off as soon as it ticks down to yards. There we go. Going to start ticking down to yards very shortly. 70 miles an hour. I'm going to brake quite late once we reach the 700 yard mark. There we go. We're at 25%, 40% braking. 40% braking seems to be, 50% braking seems to be the golden nugget here. A little bit, yeah, I'd say that's about where we want to be. 50% on the brake. Pulling in here. Look, even this is going to be stopping really fucking short. It stops so obscenely fast, it's not even funny. Look at this. Unlock right. I can't get over how quickly this train stops. It's ridiculous. Still managed to overshoot on the last one, though. Oh, stretchy arms. Oh, dear. Alright, then. Right, we're just ticking around, waiting for shit. Gonna see if people get on. I'm not hidden in my pizza bed, you're goddamn right. I don't have a pizza bed tonight, I'm afraid. Very upset. Very upset. No pizza bed as of the moment. Right then. Let's see. Right. Ready to lock. I don't actually have my glasses on. I don't know whether you could tell. Right. Lock doors. Releasing the brake. Next place we're due is in 1.9 miles. Are we ahead of schedule? Say it ain't so. 10, 20. We can make that in fucking 2 miles. Are we ahead? Are we on schedule? Say it ain't so, chat. I think we're on schedule. Look at me. Maybe we're not on schedule. Is it 44 the limit? Or 43 it looks to be the limit. Interesting. We're definitely going to pull in at about the right time. Take a little bit off there. Crazy. Bang on schedule. Sushi and hot sauce. I think you mean wasabi? And no. Yes, cute. It was rather obvious. You were blind as ever. I don't think it was obvious. I think I was camouflaging it quite well, if I'm honest. Jesus, I think we're actually in danger of being on time here, chat. I've actually made... King Joe, have made up the delay. How many King Joes have there been? What iteration of King Joe am I? Am I the third or the fourth? How many King Joes have there been? We must know. Take to the Google. Somebody ask Jeeves. Right then. We are actually ahead of schedule. A little bit off the power. Put it on hold. Take us to 10% brake. And go to 20%. Back to 10%. This actually stops so quickly. King Joe the Blind. 19 King Joes. King Joe the Mad. Is that what I've become, is it? I think for playing Train Simulator, you're probably right. Look at how well this train stops. He says, well, more than likely going to overshoot. That one's not bad. Not bad at all. Unlock right. Beautiful. Is the word. Marvellous. Absolutely fantastic. Right then, where are my glasses? That's an excellent question chat has put forward. And if I'm honest with you, I don't really have an answer. Thank you very much there to... Who the fuck is that? Ralph Cott. I have my nose pressed into my screen there. Thank you very much, sir. I've got this short time while the train is at Harbour to find my glasses. Oh, there we go. Fucking hell, that was quick. Jesus. There we are. Beautiful. And it makes no difference because I'm due a sight test in January after 2 years. So really, it's made little to no difference. Beautiful. Right. Let's re-toy the dressing gown here. That's right. Every train driver certified wears a dressing gown. Of course. Right. Lock right doors. Look at this. We're ahead of schedule. We've been told to wait another 10 seconds. Goodness gracious me. What the hell happened? Right. Well. There we go. I'll just waste a load of fucking time. There we are. Gonna get amps to feed through the system. On the floor as always. Thank you very much. What's the megaphone for? Shouting at people who obstruct the doors, yes. In fact, I use it to open the door behind me and shout into the first carriage facts about eggs and other such paraphernalia. Beautiful. Got myself a cold drink here. It's going to slurp deliberately. Very nice. Right then. Speed limit looks to be 75 from the looks of things. Again, we're in danger of being on time. Due in at 30, or otherwise known as 10:30. There we go, going to take the power off the train very shortly. Wunderbar. There we go, I'm already speaking like them. Look at that. Absolutely brilliant. A little bit of juice back on. Looking at about that speed there. It's down to about that. Got a little bit of a... We've got a -1 in 500 downhill gradient, which is going to allow us to coast down there at about 5% power. I can't get over how quickly these trains start and stop. It's absolutely ridiculous. Made up the time with me faffing around at the start. Break down to 0. Put us on hold. Going to go for 10% on the brake. Wonderful. Very slow coast in here. This is coasting, apparently. But this is a slow entry into a station for the Talent 2. I can't get over how quickly it stops. It's ridiculous. Maybe I should slow down a bit more as it happens. Let's try it on 20% brake. Let's go up to 30. And 45. Say it ain't so, friends. I don't want to say after it's only taken till this point now, but I'm kind of figuring out the braking. Basically, 10% will stop you in about 15 feet. That's how it seems to be going. Weather is absolutely terrible. Well, just like this dreary sleet. How fast do these windscreen wipers go? Setting 5. Look at that. Fucking hell. What kind of torrential downpour do we need? We don't even need 3. We need, like... Let's go for a 1. Look at how lazy that is across the screen there. Goodness gracious me. Right then. How are we doing? Oh dear, sorry, that was really fizzy. Willkommen in tollen Land Österreich and his rather unimportant neighbour Deutschland. Lovely. Q, I think you can pull in even later by braking harder. Just break everyone's necks while doing so. Well, everything on a Q tour, every seat in Q tours is fucking comes with a free neck brace, a complimentary neck brace on all S-Bahn services driven by myself. Look at this, we've been told to wait. God, we're a full like fucking 10 seconds ahead of schedule. Goodness gracious me. The wipers on the train, that's it. Beautiful. Release the brake. Objective complete. There we go, pulling away again. We're going to... I don't even want to pronounce that. My English is going to be... I'm going to call it Dessau Sud. With 2 little dots on the top. Is Österreich not right? I thought I did well. I thought I did well. I can't... you Germans and your freaky umlauts. Yeah, fucking hell. I know I was early. Madness, isn't it? Off we go. Speed limit looks to be 75 again. Not sure why. Dessau Sud. Dessau Sud. No. Don't even try and help me through it. There's only shame on this road. There's only shame. Can't file complaints when the complaints department is on permanent I was going to say pretension then. Whatever. It's an O, not an O. No, it's a smiley face. Oh shit! I'm like speeding. Speeding. Take the power off. That's it. Just use a little bit of the old dynamic brake. There we go. I conserved energy. The energy conservation brake. Is that Österreich with the O cropped out? So that's just Sterreich, is it? Possibly. You can see the mouse wobble every time my hand hits the desk. Goodness sake. Right then. And looks like we're running to schedule. This journey has racked us up 22,622 points, because everybody knows a faithful train simulator, an anorak we like to call them here in the UK, racks up the big points here, and then you're able to cash them in for prizes in the afterlife, like a little Hornby set in your own little on your own little cloud. Let's fucking get a little bit of juice back on, get us back up to the top speed of the line. Let's keep the speed at about... give us about 30% on the power. In fact, let's take it down to 1, just 5%. About 15, give or take. Beautiful. Long live Quebec. Oh god, don't. See, the actual city of Quebec has a little accent over the E, and it doesn't make it sound, it doesn't go all German on us and change how the letter sounds. It's still called Quebec. I was going to say you could rely on the French then. I realised the error of my ways. Terrible. Right. So, all said and done, we're going to be pulling into Sud very, very shortly. Looks like we're going to be, again, a couple of minutes ahead of schedule, or at least a minute ahead of schedule. Take the power off here. Got a little bit of downhill. We're going to coast in. In fact, I'm just going to give us just 5% power. Just get some amps feeding through the system here as we pull in. Beautiful. Isn't it Quebec? Quebec. 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 It is Quebec. So many people call me Quebec. 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 Do me a favour. I've had so many pronunciations over the year. Do you know what? I don't even know myself. Let's get the brake on hold. Let's get us on 10% brake. Again, 10% brake is good for everything on approach. Definitely having more success with the independent brake or the indirect brake than I am with any other brake. Get us up to 40%. Go 50%. Jesus, quite a heavy brake on this one. We're going full service. Seems to have done near enough the job. Yeah, pretty much stopped right on the dot there. Beautiful. Unlock right. Look at that. Full service brake. Again, everyone's dead on board from being exposed to... they've got a couple of astronauts strapped in the back there. That was their, G tolerance training right there. Let's just take a little bit of pressure just off the brake there. Bring it down to 10%. In fact, we'll put it on hold. Beautiful. I've only seen one public transport driver in Germany that looked at his schedule, and it was a school bus driver doing it only to spite me. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ba-ba-ba-ba. So, who else is on at the moment? Who's playing? I think I was right in seeing Digby's playing Postscriptum. No, I don't know. I quite liked Postscriptum, but it's a now and again game. I can't get so. I know I'm the best player of Postscriptum. I've got a stream recently that I was the best player ever. But for the sake of giving other people a chance, I thought I'd drop it. Release that. In fact, no, we're not. We're leaving it on hold. God, we're 30 seconds ahead. Well, let's fucking go for a wonder then. How are we fucking doing? I'm your fucking driver. Look at this. Who put this here? Who the fuck? Who sits here? Oh, it's a door. It's a door. Well, bugger me. What a... Right, okay. Not my proudest moment. Let's get ready to pull away. Beautiful. Alright then. Oh no, no power yet. Gotta find the amps. Find the amps. Where are the amps? Show me the amps. There are the amps. There we go. Beautiful. Cube blind, there it is. Cube dumb. Gonna be another one. Gonna be another emote there. Write that one down. Beautiful. I genuinely don't know how many stops are left in this route. It's a reasonably long one, this. Eureka's found a door. It didn't look like a door. Impenetrable. I thought it was like some weird offset gangway, but somebody had put a chair in the way. I thought that's what it looked like. It looked like there's a chair in it. That's just badly designed. The Talent 2. Someone, when they do the Talent 3, I'm going to ask them, you know, don't put a chair in the gangway. It's obvious. Obviously, don't put a chair in the gangway. Just how it's got to be. Beautiful. Right. Coming up to tippy top speed here. Again, can't set my speed at all for some reason. No idea why. I should be able to increase and decrease the temper map, but I can't seem to make it work for any reason. Oh, I've got a handbrake as well. Good grief, I forgot about that. Beautiful. Well, 81 mile an hour coming up soon. God, these trains absolutely fucking fly along. Really good. Can we get cube picklock? Possibly. Possibly could. Bing bing, we're on yellows. Let's fucking take the power off then. I wonder if it will give me enough warning to stop. Let's see. I don't want to fucking ruin it all. Oh. We got another stop warning. Oh, there we go. That looks like... Whoa! I guess that's it. I guess that's the end of the run. Signal passed at danger. Okay, well, there you go. Fucking fantastic. Well, shit. I had no fucking idea how long it was going to be till the next signal. That was quite a high-speed bit. I didn't even know whether that was for my line. Oh, no. Oh, screwing. Didn't stop on a dime there, did it? It was too dark. I couldn't see a thing. Did I explode? Definitely. Do we want to replay that service? An hour and 20 minutes. No. No, we do not. We do not want to replay that service. What should we do instead? Cube blind. I wasn't even cube blind. I knew it was going to happen. I didn't miss it. I didn't fucking miss it. It was a red signal on a corner. Now, I did get 2 yellows worth of warning, but the amount of times I've been on a yellow signal and it's just been green afterwards, I didn't think a red signal really existed. Well, bum. Load last checkpoint. Can't load last checkpoint. Close that up. Right then, so what do we do now? Fucking, I don't know. What's this? That's the one we've got selected. How many stops left? I don't even know. How many stops were there left? So if I go services, spawn here. I don't know, let's just go spring. So where were we? Where did we go through? Leaps ignored. I feel like we couldn't have been that far. Where were we in relation to everything else? We were there. I think we were somewhere in between here and here, possibly? I have no idea. Possibly. Looks like we're about halfway. Where did we start? Up here. Pretty sure. No. Oh god, I'm all turned around. That was like halfway down the route before. Where the hell were we? I've got no idea. That says it's the end. That's not the end, surely. I'm well confused. Dasu Sud. I can't. There. Oh, really? Oh, was that the last? That was the second to last stop. Say it ain't so. I was here. Oh no. Oh god, it was literally the stop before the end. Oh well. That would explain it. Well, what a shitload of luck. What a shit look. What a shit look. Right. What do we want to do now? We could do another one. We got a few different trains. I'm done with rapid transit for the moment. Oof, indeed. Right, what should we do? What should we do? I don't know whether I can be asked to do a big one. We can just probably take a look at. We could do the. I don't know. Is the West Somerset one short? I don't think it is short. I think the West Somerset one takes ages because it's such a slow route. It's like 25 miles an hour. We don't have a delay, J-Bar. There is no delay. That was the fast train. We could go whale hunting. Bomber? Pick an Australian one or an Austrian one. There is no Austrian one. Bear Song, Winter Blizzard. We could do a Winter Blizzard. But where do we go to and from and so on? Many questions. No Bear Songs. Right, let's see. Shall we do a bit of CSX heavy haul on the Sandpatch grade? Possibly. Is there American lines in this game so you can feel the real suckiness of American train lines? There's this one. We'll do this one. What do we want to do on this one? Because this one's got a couple of services. We can do freight in the GP40 or the GP38, or we can do passengers on the ACS 64 Amtrak from Simmons Mobility. What do we want to do? Do we want to do freight, or the freight one could be really weird and really short and a bit dodgy, but we could do freight on this American line here. Let's have a look here. Passengers, freight please. We've got one for freight and one for the ACS 64. Simmons Mobility, passenger. People want to do a mix of freight. Let's do a freight one. Let's mix it up. Let's do the GP38 in a winter blizzard. Right, let's do that. GP38. Let's go for winter blizzard. Here we go. GP38 in a winter blizzard. Let's see what we got. We've got a short run to Oak Point, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 25 minutes. 25 minutes is probably about right to call it a night. So, train for Fresh Pond Junction. Well, let's do that then. Run a trash train from Oak Point Yard to Fresh Pond Junction, where another engineer will take it onwards to Barges. So let's do this one. Beautiful. It'll be freezing in that cab, more than likely. Train, trash train. The train, trash train through the night. I don't think it is there. Ah, here's this is the Long Island. I was going to call it Rhode Island. That's the new one. That's the new one. The Long Island Railroad. Beautiful. Right, I don't know where anything is in this cab. I'm pretty sure lights are like here. Somewhere. Ditch lights. Turn the ditch lights on. Step lights on. It's the dynamic brake. We don't want anything to do with that just yet. Can't turn on whatever's behind it. Sound. There is a light switch somewhere. That's the headlights. Reverses to forward. What about the headlight? Front headlight, I'm going to put to bright. Okay, can't see anything. That's the windscreen wiper handle. I can move it manually. Oh my god, look at that weather out there. That's horrendous. Okay. Let's get the heater on. Let's go high heat. Cab light. That's a sun visor. Don't need that. Cab light. I'm pretty sure there's a switch. Is there a switch? No, that's the sun visor. Oh, cab. Where were you bastard? There we go. Cab light. Jesus, that was hard work. Right then. So let's see what we've got here. Wipers. We need wipers. Where do we turn the wipers on? Do I just have to occasionally just do that, just to sweep it over? Right. Stop at junction. What's it pond? Okay. Well, let's release the train brake. Let's release the independent brake as well. Released. Let's get a few amps creeping through the system here. It's absolutely horrible out there. Let's try and find the what's it brake. Oh, hello, mate. You don't know where the fucking... Do you want to turn your cab light on, son? Really dark over there. You got a cab light? You got a cab light anywhere? No? I guess not. Right. Really not struggling with this train at all. Lights. Got that. Gauge lights, that'll be helpful. That's the rear light. A little bit more power. Still trying to find windscreen wipers. It's 15 miles an hour there. We got an electronic readout. Back to idle. Still looking for windscreen wipers. I feel like it would be something that was off to the side. That's a sun visor. I don't need that. Can't see a fucking thing. Could be a red... Hang on, let's just... there we are. Who knows what we're in for? There we go. Will that do? Can I just do that over and over again? Like, this is a decent substitute, he says. Where is it? Oh, hello. Was that lightning? I thought I saw lightning then. It might be in the middle of a snowstorm. Let's see, we're going uphill. Don't want to speed too much. Where is this pissing... That's the spot reverser. Attendant. I need an attendant. And I call an addle. And I call somebody that knows how to turn the wipers on. Oh, that's just the wiper handle. There's a wire. There's a wire that goes above there, down, around to there. No. Then there's one that wiper valve. Well, that doesn't help me at all. Well, that doesn't help me, for fuck's sake. Now, hang on. Well, that's that one. Where's the other one? Oh, we're dropping frames, are we? Beg your pardon. Is that me booting the internet leads? Might be me booting the internet leads. Apologies. Looks to be more stable now. There we go. Oh, there we go. We got slightly faster speed now. Let's get some power out. Up to the right. 1 million IQ play. Thank you very much. Are we still dropping frames? Up to the right. Can't see one. Let's move the sun visor. There. Gotcha. Yes. There we go. We're in. We've made it. Bloody hellfire. There it is. Oh, good grief. Seems good now. I got it. I got it, chat. Right. Let's not ever turn that light off again. Like that. There we go. Ah, we can turn the lights off. Makes it a bit easier to see. Now that we've got... We have crashed to desktop. The Unreal process has crashed. UE4 TS2 prototype. We are very sorry for this crash. We are very sorry that this crash has occurred. Our goal is to prevent crashes like this from occurring in the future. Please help us track, download, and fix this crash by providing detailed information about what you were doing so that we may reproduce the crash and fix it quickly. You can also log okay, please provide what you were doing when the crash occurred. I was driving a GP38 to... Where were we driving it? To some I'm going to call it something pond, and had just figured... And sorry, not figured, just turned on the windscreen wiper. Windscreen wiper, right side. Right side. After travelling, I don't know, 200 yards. 200 yards, the game crashed. Beautiful. I'm sure they're going to be able to do a lot with that. Beautiful. Beautiful. There we go. Sent. Right. Brilliant. Should we have another go? Maybe say there was a blizzard. I didn't say there was a blizzard. Turning off the cab light also turns the game off. Beautiful. Well, there we go. Well, we learnt the thing. We learnt the thing. I'm not sure what we learned, but we learnt it. So silly. Good grief. Greece? Good grief. Good Grecia. Good Grecia. Let us have another whack. Right, so this one, that one, this one here, that one. See, now we know where stuff is. This is going to be like a well-oiled machine. Let's run it out in the GP40. Let's go for this one. We're going to go for Winter Blizzard, burp. And we're going to run... where was that one? It was... where's the train? Train! Let's run a train. 3:15 in the afternoon. It was really that dark at 3:15? Good grief. This is punishment for going on a terrible railway system that America has. Well, look, someone's got to do it. Oh, God, look at this. Just like absolute... Oh, my God. Horrendous weather. Right, okay. We want to... It's a bit brighter now as well. Why is it so much brighter now? We want the reverser to forward. We're going to turn on this gauge lights. No, we're not going to turn the gauge lights on. I'm going to give us 2 blasts to the horn. Let people know that we're moving. We're going to turn the heater up to full. And we're going to give it some juice. Right then, let's set these little knobs and dials. Oh no, the thing's moved. Where do the windscreen wipers go now? We've changed... Oh God, now I've changed trains. It's all gone over the place. We want... Right. There we go. Seems to be that it's not really sticking to the windows. Oh! Me and my big mouth! Right. Windscreen wipers. Beautiful. That's that one. Anybody have a guess? Anyone having a guess as to where the new what's it is? Because I can't say that I know. Little bit of a downhill grade here, not too bad. Speed's kind of trying to equalise, it's about right. Windscreen wipers. One of the dials by the cab light. Oh. Oh! You fucking got it. Windscreen wiper right. Let's turn that up to... Look at that. He's only gone and done it. Right, let's give ourselves a little bit of train brake here. Just a little bit, just to feather it. Oh, God, I went to full service there. Don't really need that much. Let's see. Front right, back right. Let's get these up to half speed, give or take. Let's get this one, even the one behind us as well. Always good to see behind us. Beautiful. I've almost lined those up as well. In fact, it's probably, the offset is probably going to really do people's head in. But what can you do? Wonderful. Let's put the sun visor away. Absolutely horrible weather. Terrible weather. Grief, it actually sucks out there. Keep that closed. Some of the worst weather you've ever seen. Look how much snow sticking to that window there. Terrible. Yeah. But at least it's nice and warm in here with me heater on high heat. What the fuck that's heating up, I have no idea. 25 mile an hour limit coming up here on this short section of track here. Just changing out of a siding, it looks like. I believe we're taking a junk train, if you can believe that. Train full of junk, apparently. These are junk. Supposedly. Okay, let's just get ourselves just a little bit of the independent brake here. Try and slow us down a little bit. Independent brake would just be the locomotive's brakes. Again, this seems to be quite a light train, all things considered. So the loco's brakes seems to be reasonably sufficient at slowing the loco down here. Reasonably sufficient. reasonably sufficient. Reasonably sufficient, there we are. Good stuff. Excellent. Still reasonably sufficient, there we go. Good stuff. How long is this train? They're usually quite long, these trains, aren't they? Just give ourselves a quick blare of the horn. Just let people know that we're here. 6.2 miles. On a very, very, very slow line. I wouldn't have thought this was the bloody express line. This is slow as anything. Or at least that. But we're on the flat now. Gonna get some amps out of the train here. Put it up to 1 power. Seems to be a bit of lag on the throttle between you know, selecting and getting us some actual amps. Seems to be. Not by much though. Only by a little bit. Yeah, definitely on throttle power 1 as well. Oh Jesus! Didn't look like the. Oh, I see. It's the shadow. Sorry, it didn't look like the track was rendered then. They've done the blizzard quite well. You got to give them credit for the blizzard. The blizzard they've done okay. There we are. Beautiful, absolutely fantastic. We're going to stay at this speed, I think. No biggie. No real time constraint from the looks of things. Just to get it to the siding in reasonable time. 22 miles an hour is still faster than it looks. Like if I was to just, I don't know, just, you know, it's moving at a fair old speed. I'm not sure what I tried to gain there. Can we see the bell? Just about. If you really look. Hang on. Beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. We can play from third. Oh, look at that. Oh, camera didn't like that. That's. Oh, that's us. We can see ourselves from the future or from here. Hello, friend. That's us. That's us looking for signals. We're all good. Look at us. That's weird, isn't it? I can even drive the train from over here. Can I? Oh no, maybe I can't. Oh no, I can. Slight downhill gradient. Can't quite reach the other instruments. Change with the headlights there. Oh, I'm shitting frames, am I? I think I've got my foot on the internet lead again. Sorry there. Lag is rough. Serious frames there, sorry. Should be back. I think I keep jarring the internet lead. Let's see whether that does that again. Oh, no, still shitting frames. Still shitting frames? Behave yourself. Do I stare at the frames meter? 1241 or 7241. Remember that number, chap. 7241. Behave yourself. Looks to be okay. Now that I've told it off, looks to be okay. Beautiful. 30 miles an hour coming up. Get ourselves a few amps through the system. You can see the amps just there, I believe. Yeah, there we go. There we go, getting some amps through. As we go up this 1 in 200 hill. Beautiful. Right then, up the hill we go. Not too bad, eh? Not too bad. 4.8 miles to go. Turn the bell off. In fact, no. I'm going to leave the bell on. Just because nobody can fucking see where we're coming from in this weather. Not going into that siding there. Beautiful. GP42. Fantastic. I bet you it is fucking freezing in this cab. Holy shit, I bet you it's cold. Got a fair old way to go, 4.5 miles. Stuck down here in this shitty weather. Let's bleed a few more amps in. We do not seem to be fazed by the bad weather. Quite comfortably pulling. 27 miles an hour here. Again, it's faster than it looks. 27. Especially in a train. The belt is fantastic. Right then. Keeping those windows clear. That's what you want. A small walkway there. Thought that was a narrow gauge railway right there. Yeah, my character's wearing a short sleeve shirt, yeah. For whatever reason, he knows something that we do not, supposedly. There you go, a few more amps coming through the system now. Look how horrendous that weather is. There we go, let's let all of that... God, look at it. That is awful. Those that. Good grief. I never liked these American locomotives in that you can't fucking see it. Look how much of your view is restricted. Like, you've got this tiny little window to look through, and then that window, which is basically useless except for looking at signals. Pretty much. Right. 3.8 miles to go. The little bell going at the back there. So do I, Mr. Nips, so do I. I love train sims too. That's why I'm here. That's why we're playing. How long is this train? How long is this train? I must know. Oh, it's good length. Jesus. Jesus. Oh God, that's quite the length. Goodness gracious me. That's really quite long. Oh, we got more speed. Let's speed it up. Give it another 2 on the throttle. Leading some amps through now. Takes a little while to get up to speed here. Have you heard anything about Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus? And if yes, what do you think of it? No, I've not heard of Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus. Never heard of it? Would you care to enlighten me, sir? Get another throttle up here. More amps bleeding through. Nearly 700 amps here. Far cry from the 300 amps, or the 120 amps that the Talon 2 had. Very interesting so far. Seem to be pulling okay up this grade in the snow. Still got some power to give it, looks like. 40 miles an hour. All is good. Or 35 anyway. It's an XCOM style 40k game. Interesting. Yeah, we're on the outside track. I don't know, are we on the main line? 3 track, we've got to be on the main line. Oh yeah, we're on the overpass. Jesus. Might even see some freight trains come, so there's some passenger trains coming the other way. If we've behaved ourselves. Look at this, doing well. How do you feel about boat or ship simulators? Not too bad. I know War Thunder is. Am I right in saying War Thunder's meant to be getting submarines? I know it's had boats for a little bit, but again, it's meant to be getting submarines. And if it gets submarines, I'll be behind that. Oh, here we go. Toby's prepared the religious text. It's like an XCOM, but you play as a Mechanicus of the Imperium of the Corpse Emperor, And you and your... Sorry, I just want to make sure I'm not speeding. You and your troop discover a tomb world filled with the foulest creatures of them all, Necrons, who can't receive the Lord's glorious gifts, and you can massively customize your mechanics. Your mechanics. Well, that's good to say. GP42 Quick Work achievement unlocked. Let's have a look. Operated the CSX GP42 at a speed of 40 miles an hour. Look at that. Not too bad there. He's just chilling. All nice and warm now that the heater's set up. Oh, I thought we'd nearly crashed there. Knuckle formed indeed. World of Warships is getting subs. Had a teaser in the Halloween event. Good stuff. Why does the bell keep on ringing? I'm setting it to ring so that people know that we're coming. Let's take a little bit of power off here. I'm going down a downhill gradient. Get a little bit of the independent brake on there just to slow us down. 40 mile an hour on this section of line, it's great. Lovely. Right then. Best submarine simulator is Silent Hunter 3, then again, it's a German U-boat during World War II. Glory to Grandfather Nurgle. Is the horn toggled? It would probably be more effective at telling people you're coming. Well, just leave it on like this. It's constantly. Could do. There's a little handle for it. Beautiful. Just wake up all the people that are asleep down there. Well, not that anyone would be asleep at 3:15, but if they were, they're not anymore. Right, I am now speeding, officially. Give us a little bit more of that independent brake. Right, let's just go a little bit of initial reduction. There we go, that's what you want. 53% on the independent brake. That should be good enough. We need to go down to 15 mile an hour in about a mile, which, to be honest, in a train like this, will probably happen a lot slower than you'd think, especially on a downhill gradient. So I'll probably start braking once we reach about 800 yards. Which is going to happen soon-ish. So that's all release. Let's just drop a little bit of independent brake there. Put a little bit back on. All good. It looks like beer should be coming out from under that handle, yeah. Right then. There we go. We're approaching the 1,000-yard mark very shortly. There it is. And about 800 yards, we're going to start slowing down. So there we are. Initial reduction. Going to begin our braking on this downhill gradient. Looks like we're going to need to brake quite a bit quicker. We're going to go for full service. These freight trains do not stop quickly, or at all for that matter, from the looks of things. Full service application as we come towards the 15 mile an hour junction. You can hear the air brakes sort of struggling there. Are we going to slow down in time? Possibly not. It looks like. Don't want to give ourselves anything more than full service though. No, it looks like we should be okay. Yeah, it looks like we're alright, we've made it. Let's release the brake. There we go, 15 mile an hour. Oh, look at that, passenger services. Absolutely destroyed the frame rate as well. Look at that. Brilliant. Wonderful. Almost like it was planned. Right then, looks like are we changing off to the right here? We certainly are. We're going down this small siding. Speeding up again, just a little bit of independent brake. Just to counteract the downhill. And then we're going right again. Coming off the main line. Coming into one of these sidings here. Looks like this is Oak Point Yard. Looks like we're going into siding 1. Staying on the straight and narrow. Staying on the straight and narrow. Staying straight. Staying straight. Look at how many turn-offs there are. Staying straight. Staying straight. One of these will turn off. Here we go. This is the one we're turning off at. So we're taking a left now. There we are. There we go. Turning off the main siding here. Going down this way. Now the reason you can see down here, we're on a flat gradient, but we're still speeding up. That's because our arse end, all of these wagons, are still on the downhill gradient. You see, we've not even turned into the siding here yet, which means they're pushing us forward from the gradient there. So a little bit of independent brake, nothing too much, just enough to overcome the gravity of the engine there. Beautiful. Pulling in this way. Going to be stopping very soon. A little bit less there. Terrible weather. Let's put the bell on as we come into this yard. Let's release the train brake. Whoa, 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 whoa! Where'd that guy come from? Jesus Christ! What was he doing there? Oh my God! What the fuck was that? What was he doing there? Oh my God! Fucking what? He just shunted another train. I couldn't even see it in the blizzard. No! Why can I never finish these? Oh, for God's sake. Was he parked? I think so. I couldn't see him because of the blizzard. I wasn't expecting him to be on my line. For God's sake. Well, fuck it. That's it. That calls it there. For God's sake. It's fucking Train Simulator. Actually a really difficult game. It tries your patience for a full 2 hours and then fucking blam. Absolutely poos in your cereal. Fucking throws a train in front of you for no goddamn reason. Oh, that's terrible. Right then, that is it from me anyway for this evening. A little bit weird playing Train Simulator, I know. Normally doing sort of like Cold Waters or whatever like that, but I don't know. Just fancied a little bit of this for a change. I will probably. I don't think I'm on tomorrow. I've got a film. We're going to see the new Harry Potter thingy or whatever it is. I think the new Fantastic Beasts or whatever. Might be alright, might be not. Well, I don't know. Any excuse to buy a bag of popcorn. But yeah, after that it's obviously work day on Saturday day, so obviously we're doing that in the evening, and then on Sunday working and Divinity. So I'll probably catch you then. So thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll smell you all next time. So have a splendid evening and take care. Bye bye.